When Isaac and Adelia Van Horn arrived in the Pacific Northwest in 1874, the total population was only around 50,000 people. Not yet a state, Washington Territory was still quite small, but growing steadily. Pastor Van Horn began holding evangelistic meetings in his 60-foot tent, bringing in large crowds each evening. By the end of his first year, he was able to organize a church of 60 members. After moving into the more populated Willamette Valley in Oregon, Van Horn organized another 3 churches. At the end of 1879, 4 churches had been started, and the work began to move beyond the Willamette Valley. The churches in the Walla Walla Valley urged the General Conference to organize a separate conference for the Adventists on the east side of the Cascade Mountains. In 1880, Upper Columbia Conference was initiated at the camp meeting in Milton with 119 members and 4 churches. In 1883, the Northern Pacific Railroad connected the inland Northwest to the rest of the nation, transforming Washington Territory with 5 times its population in just 10 short years. Walla Walla had been the largest town in the territory prior to the railroad, but with only 5,000 residents, it quickly was replaced by other towns along the rail route. The small village of Spokane Falls had a population of 350 in 1880, but ballooned to almost 20,000 by 1890. Churches were started at a breakneck pace, with a presence now in Spokane Falls, Moscow, Boise City, and Farmington. With new churches also came new schools. Milton Academy was established in 1886, becoming the 4th post-elementary school in the entire denomination. The academy, now known as Walla Walla Valley Academy, quickly became a success story, and its enrollment climbed to 150. The founding of the first college in the new state of Washington happened in 1892 with Walla Walla College. By 1920, more than 20 Adventist schools had opened across the conference. In 1921, the members of the Yakima Valley started Yakima Valley Academy in Granger. This academy moved to Spangle in 1945 and is now known as Upper Columbia Academy. Along with the educational work, medical work also began, with a sanitarium opening in Spokane in the 1890s. Unfortunately, the medical work in Spokane was short-lived, as the sanitarium burned down in 1904 and was relocated to College Place as Walla Walla Sanitarium. As the work grew in the early 1900s, much change came to the conference itself. The conference launched what is known today as Idaho Conference, which included southern Idaho and eastern Oregon. In 1920, the conference office moved from the Walla Walla Valley to Spokane. In 1940, the conference purchased a former YWCA camp on Hayden Lake for $1,800, what is now known as Camp Miveden. For almost 150 years, Upper Columbia Conference has reached out to share the everlasting gospel with every person in the inland Northwest. Today, UCC has 126 congregations and 33 schools and early childhood centers across eastern Oregon, eastern Washington, and North Idaho. With almost 27,000 members, UCC continues to reach out to its local communities for Christ. Whether it is cutting-edge ideas, new approaches to evangelism, or unique ways to reach our community, Upper Columbia Conference continues the mission of spreading the gospel to every man, woman, boy, and girl in the Pacific Northwest.